Poor old Ainsley Maitland, Niles. Remember when this guy was this young Arsenal talent? We all generally thought, you know what? With a bit of time and a few loans, this guy could be great. We saw flashes of potential. We saw that there was an opportunity that he could make it big time. Goes out on loan to Southampton this season, and you know what? We can't blame him individually for Southampton going down, because you're not in control of that as a loan player. You're not in when you go on loan somewhere, you don't know what the season's gonna hold. Like when you transfer somewhere, no different. But it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable for Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He's 25. Yes, that's still quite young. Yes, you still got time to turn it around. But if you're not, you know, even in a relegation side, everyone's got to, you know, you've got to have these standout players. Especially if you're out on loan, you know, you've got an escape from it. Ainsley Maitland-Niles isn't the one going down to the Championship. As far as I'm concerned, he went out on loan. I might be wrong. I could completely got that wrong. But as far as I'm concerned, he's not going down to the Championship next season. As far as I'm concerned, he's not the one that was part of the squad that is going to now have to find either a new club or suffer the Championship. He's got a free ticket back to Arsenal. But what you have to do on loan is impress. At least show the effort. At least show you are a good player. At least show that you are worthy of either the club wanting to re-sign you, that you've gone on loan to, or worthy of a first team place next season. And a perfect example of that is Amando Brazier. Now unfortunately he did get injured in a friendly against Aston Villa that I believe has just left him out for the whole season. But last season when he was at Southampton, he put in some great effort. He was only on loan, but you know, he was just brilliant. You know, it was a credit to watch. And you know, he went back to Chelsea and, you know, he earned himself, you know, a spot there. Ainsley Maitland-Niles has done nothing to show that at all, and to be honest, I think he's been one of their worst players, and that takes some beating. That does take some beating, because Saints have had some rubbish players this year, and obviously, you know, you can't blame it all on him. And you know, in fairness, where was he going to fit in at Arsenal this season? That's a tough one to call, because obviously, you know, Arsenal are flying this season. Yes, there's an argument they've bottled the league. Maybe not even an argument at this point, but you know, they've been firing all season. And if Maitland-Niles isn't even putting the effort into Southampton, does he have a future there? They're going to be playing the Champions League next season. Does Maitland-Niles feature then? Where does he feature? In an FA Cup game against Grimsby Town? That's the only team he's going to be able to play against, because who else is he going to play against? They're not going to trust him against Champions League opposition. Not going to trust him in the Premier League, and they're certainly not going to trust him in certain competitions where they're playing bigger teams. It's going to be, you know, Thursday night trip to Barrow in the Carabao Cup. Oh, Ainsley Maitland-Niles gets the start. It's going to be. He's got so much that he could have done on that loan at Southampton. Yes, they weren't playing great, but you know what? There were certain individuals that just didn't give up. They showed fight. They showed that they were going to be there fighting for the last second. It doesn't matter if you're a lone player. When you've got that shirt on, it doesn't matter whether you're on loan. You play for that shirt. You die for that shirt. You play to the last second. Didn't see that from Maitland-Niles. And I don't think Southampton had too many players that joined them on loan. I think it generally was just Maitland-Niles, if I remember rightly. Maybe another one. Does Southampton go sign him permanently on their hopeful return to the Premier League after a successful season in the Championship next season? That's what they're going to hope for. There's certainly a few individuals I can see going out the door, but that's not what we're talking about now. We're talking about Ainsley Maitland-Niles' future. Do you go back to Southampton? Do you find somewhere? Do you find a completely different club, or do you just remain very patient at Arsenal? Wait for your time. and hopefully get some minutes against Barrow in the Carabao Cup, because that's what he's going to be hoping for. And I hate to be brutal on these players because I know it's a tough sport. It's a lot more than just kicking a ball around for 90 minutes. There is a lot of, there's a lot more to it than that, but Jesus Christ, mate, you could have put more effort in. And yeah, so Maitland Niles next season is a big season for you, mate. You're 26 next season. Currently, you're 25, mate. Halfway to 50, and really, you've only just got over 10 years left of your career, so I'd seriously consider, judging by how many times I've shot and he's just completely fluffed it, I'd say work on your shooting, despite the fact you're a right wing back apparently. And also sort